Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Markets and Matchups. As always, we'll jump into the markets before we start to chat footy. Okay, Luke, what has been happening in the markets this week?
Yeah, I feel like a bit of a broken record coming on, but similar vibes again with international markets doing really well and the ASX just sort of languishing a bit. So local market was down about 70 basis points for the week. But again, like a consistent theme of that sort of muted market, but underneath that, some really big sector rotation. So mining, financials were really hit quite hard, and we saw a rotation into consumer staples. So investors sort of seeking the stability of your Woolworths, your Coles, your Wesfarmers and stocks like that.
Okay, great. And it's June 30 today, end of financial year. What are some things that we should keep in mind going into the new financial year?
Yeah, well, volatility, because end of financial year brings that sort of emotional selling where people aren't quite looking at the businesses themselves. They're usually selling for tax reasons or whatever it may be. So you get these really outsized moves just on that sort of volatility. So bearing in mind for that, but I think the main thing investors should be looking for now is opportunities on the back of that. So you get that tax loss selling, you get these opportunities pop up. And if you've got a bit of cash on the sidelines and you've got a bit of a medium, longer term view, I think now's that time of year where you can sort of position the portfolio to do really well over FY27 and beyond.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well, thanks, Luke. Let's start to chat footy. Okay, now time to chat footy. You went to the Newcastle game versus Tigers. You came away with a win.
Got away with the win. It was ugly. My daughter and I, we sat on the hill. The clouds rolled in just on half time and it was quite wet. So watched the second half in the grandstands on the TV, but the boys got the win. It won't be one we'll think about for years to come, but you get away with 2 points and we're back. Oh, no, we're not in the top four. I think on points difference, we're fifth. So we're climbing that ladder though.
Yeah, absolutely. Talking about the ladder, Panthers coming top of the ladder, but lost again to the Cowboys.
Yeah, it was a tough one. I mean,
I think it was 24-12.
26-12 I think it was. Yeah. But Cowboys played well, and I think Panthers, same thing happens with the Panthers, Storm, Broncos every year. You have the Origin reps, and it's that time of year where, you're just going to lose a couple of games to teams that, maybe don't have those same impacts and a bit more prepared. So I think, still in a good position after the start of the year, and you'll be there come finals time, I'm sure.
I can keep some hope. I'll have faith.
I think, still favourites for the comp.
Okay, perfect. And any key players?
Look, I really enjoyed watching the Dolphins and Warriors game. So I think, Panthers are still the favourites. They're probably still the team to beat. But second and third on the ladder now are Dolphins and Warriors.
Yeah. And Dolphins won, didn't they?
Dolphins won, And it was a couple of late tries. So the Warriors' young hooker, I think, scored with about 5 minutes to go. And then Selwyn Cobbo scored, pretty much right on the siren. So that was a great game. And I think, fingers crossed, those two teams are there come finals and can play that same entertaining footy.
Absolutely. And any games that you're looking forward to this coming week?
Well, another bye week. So, again, we have the Origin players in camp. So, I think we'll just try and get through the weekend of NRL and then it's on to next Wednesday with Origin.
Okay, perfect. Well, I can't wait. Thank you so much for watching another episode of Markets and Matchups. We'll see you next week.